Sinkhole science. Two huge holes for a few weeks in 27 people in a neighborhood of Guatemala City felt the ground tremble and shake. No one knew what was causing it. Then on February 23, a huge hole suddenly opened in the street. A dozen houses tumbled into the pit, and several lives were lost. The hole was more than 330 feet deep, deep enough to swallow two status of liberty. In 2010, it happened again 15 blocks from the first hole. This time, the whole solo a three-story clothing factory and left another gaping just in a major intersection. Miraculously, no one was injured. Sinkholes happen all over the world, in the middle of cities and in the middle of nowhere. So sinkholes take years to form. Each time a new sinkhole opens up in the earth, it takes people by surprise. What caused sinkholes? The ground we stand on feels solid. Underground, however, a lot happening. Water trickles and flows slowly, eroding rocks and soil. This creates underground space. This results in sinkholes. Sinkholes don't happen just anywhere though. Most natural sinkholes form where there are certain kinds of soft bedrock. Bedrock is a layer of underground rock. The ground above it and on the surface is called overburden. Rain or underground water drips and flows into this bedrock and erodes it. This creates often space such as underground caves or caverns. Over time, this space gets bigger. Eventually, the overburden may slowly drop down to form a sinkhole. Sometimes, though, sinkholes can open suddenly and swallow buildings, cars, and people. Two types. There are two main types of sinkholes. The first is cover subsidence sinkholes. Subsides mean to sink or settle. A cover subsidence sinkholes form when water wears a space in underground bedrock. The overburden above the bedrock then shifts downward. Most sinkholes of this kind form slowly and may measure only a few yards across. The overburden may contain a lot of sand that easily slides into the underground space. These sinkholes often create a bowl shape on the surface. They may become ponds or wastelands if water has no way to drain out. Areas that get a lot of sinkholes usually have bedrocks made of crust. Crust is made of any type of rock that dissolves easily, such as limestone. Crust can also be formed of gypsum, dolomite, salt, or other minerals and rocks. Crust has many holes and cracks that water can flow into. When rainwater soaks into the earth, it picks up amine acid from leaves and plants. the mice acid dissolved crust. This helps create the underground space that causes natural sinkhole. Amazing natural sinkholes. Sinkholes fascinate geologists. They study them to learn more about how water and earth affect each other. Here are three amazing natural sinkholes from around the world. The Qatar Depression is the world's largest natural sinkhole. It is located in Egypt and is 157 miles long and 75 miles wide. This is twice the area of the state of Rhodes Island. China's Xiaohai Jiangking is considered the deepest sinkhole in the world, more than 2,165 feet deep. These sinkholes could swallow a 200-story skyscraper. The Sarisariñama sinkholes in Venezuela were discovered in 1961. Scientists have discovered plants and animals inside that are found nowhere else. Sinkholes caused by humans. Some sinkholes result from underground construction in city tunnels and pipes crisscross under many buildings and streets. If those pipes get off and worn out, they can collapse, allowing liquid to escape and eat away at the ground. Eventually, the pavement caves in. Work crews must check these underground spaces regularly to make sure they are solid. If a sinkhole forms in a city, it can do a lot of damage, as in Guatemala City, where leaking pipes may have triggered the gap holes in the city street. Underground mines can also cause sinkholes. Near one Rosa City underground water field and old mine, the bedrock of salt began dissolving in 1986. A huge sinkhole opened up. It grew to 780 feet deep and covered more area than 25 football fields. It is still growing, and new sinkholes are opened up. Hundreds of people have had to leave their homes to be safe. The entry city may need to move. Some geologists argue that holes caused by human activity shouldn't be called sinkholes because true sinkholes result from natural processes. Dealing with sinkholes, predicting where natural sinkholes will form is tricky. The erosion that creates them is usually hidden underground. The type of bedrock is the most important factor in whether or not sinkholes form. Areas with soft bedrock that also get heavy rain are at even greater risk. The rainwater adds weight to the overburden. The draining water can also speed up underground erosion. Tithing trees or Signposts can be early clues that the ground is shifting. Roads cross inwards and sideways can also warn that sinkholes is getting ready to cause trouble. If a hole forms under a house, homes homeowners can pour tons of dirt and concrete into the hole. This is called grouting. The goal is to plug the hole. Sometimes though the dirt and concrete just disappears into the underground space. Another method uses steel rods. These long, strong rods are pushed into solid bedrock deep underground. The rods are then joined to the base of the house. This helps keep the building stable and safe. Conclusion: sinkholes can be destructive, but they are really dangerous. In some places, they are even beautiful. In parts of Mexico, for instance, sinkholes form lovely pools of cool, clean water. Sinkholes are also intriguing to study. They show water's powerful effects on soil and rock, even on solid ground. Amazing things are happening beneath our feet.